What am I gonna do with my hands? I have nothing. Socks? I'll wipe it on my socks. Do y'all see that sweat though? Let's just brush it out like it never happened. Brush it out like it never happened. Okay, we're good. For another 5 minutes. Hey guys, what is up? What's good? It's your girl Ashley and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is a makeup toot on the look that I'm wearing right now. I really love it. I feel like it's so monochromatic because the eyes kind of match the lips. I did add a pop of color on the very lower lash line, obviously. Spring is coming. The official date for spring is March the 20th. So you guys know I'm not a huge fan of putting color all over my lids. It's just not my thing. I don't really do that. So I always want to show you guys how you can implement color into your beauty routine whenever the seasons change. So today we have a pop of color on the lower lash line, which I absolutely love. This is a very cool tone look. So if you guys aren't into cool tone looks, you probably won't be a fan of this video, but I do like to switch things up here on this channel. So if you guys like this video and you guys like me, of course, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you guys haven't already, and click the bell so that way you guys are notified anytime I upload a new video. I upload new videos every week, twice a week, and you guys don't want to miss out on that. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop the jibber jabbering and we're gonna go ahead and get into this look. So for the first time in a long time, I did my brows off camera. I pretty much just use the same thing I've been using. I use this guy right here, which is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 5. I also brush this directly over top. This is the Pixie Brow Tamer. And then I also use a little bit, where'd you go? I use a little bit of the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. You guys know this is one of my holy grail eye primers. It's very similar to MAC Soft Ochre, but it's not as heavy in my personal opinion. So I'm gonna take this on a big old fluffy brush. Today I'm gonna use this. This is Sedona Lace EB13. Is Sedona Lace still relevant? I haven't really heard much about them, but like I said, I'm gonna use a fluffy brush and I'm just going to brush it all over my eyelid. The eyeshadow palette I'm going to use to set that crease is this palette right here. This is the Self-Made palette by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. I'm going to use this shade right here in Buttery, and I'm just using this Morphe brush. I did buy this collection with my own money, like I did say in my previous video. It's definitely not worth the hype. I definitely feel like a lot of the beauty people on the internet hype this set up. I do not get Morphe products into me, so by no means do I need to say good things about them, and that's just my honest opinion. I feel like this brush set was hella hyped up. It feels very cheap, and the quality of the bristles they're just not that great. But like I said, I did use this brush to apply it just because I have it, and it's one of the clean ones I have in front of me. So moving on, I'm now gonna go in with a Morphe palette. Go figure, I was just bashing their brushes, now I'm using their palette. But this is the palette I'm using. As you can see, one of the eyeshadows fell out, and that's actually how it came to me in the mail, so that's a little bit disappointing. I'm using this palette. This is the 35P palette, I want to say, and the shadow I'm going to go in with is this Taupe shade. What are you? The eyeshadow I'm going to use is this guy right here. It's this really pretty kind of like muted purple shade. I'm going to use this brush right here. This one's by Anastasia. It did come in the Self-Made palette, and I'm going to use the fluffy side right here. I'm going to dip it into that muted purple shade, and what I'm going to do is I'm really just going to blend it into the crease. I am taking a little bit of product at a time, and then I'm going to work on building it up. I often find that it's a lot easier to build the color rather than just applying a bunch all at once, because you can always add, but you can never take away. I'm also going to take this shadow and place it in the very inner 1/3. I just went ahead and flipped that brush over, and now I'm using the flat shader portion of it, and I'm really going to pack it on up in this area. I'm now going to go in with this soft brown shade on the fluffy end of the Anastasia Self-Made brush and just blend that directly over top. Now that the color is nice and blown out in the crease and it's like very smoky and sultry, I'm now gonna add my halo color because obviously if you couldn't tell, this is gonna be a halo eye makeup look. Go figure, it's like one of my favorite eye makeup looks to film. So I'm gonna go in with this guy. This is the what? The Magnificent. This is one of the Metal Eyes by Sela. It's one of the only ones I have. This one is in the shade Kitten. And I'm going to take it on my finger, specifically my ring finger. And it feels so good to do this because before I had nails and I couldn't do it. And I'm just going to pop this in the center. After that, you want to go in with this shade right here. This one is in the shade Pink Champagne, and it is this really pretty kind of like muted taupe. I'm just going to drag it directly over top of Kitten. Kitten is really just acting as a really gorgeous base for this to sit on top of, and I'm just lightly feathering it out so that way the colors blend very nicely together. I honestly cannot even describe to you how pretty this really is. I'm just going in with that muted like grayish color and I'm just blending out the edges so that way everything blends together. Super nice. To tight line today, I'm going to use my little baby Marc Jacobs liner. Guys, if you have not tried this, you definitely have to. It is such an amazing liner. I'm just tight lining with it, and when you tight line, it gives you the illusion of thicker, fuller lashes. Even though I am going to be applying falsies whenever I go for more of a dramatic eye look, I really like for that flap of skin to be super dark. I know everyone's probably tired of seeing this all over social media, but the mascara I'm using is this. This is the Colossal Big Shot Mascara by Maybelline, and I'm going to take this and apply a few coats to my upper lashes. I am going to be applying falsies today, but I really just want to make sure my lashes are coated very nice and black, and this mascara does the trick for me. All right, so now that mascara is done, I'm now gonna move on to lashes. The lashes I wanna use in today's video are these right here. These are by Lotus Lashes. They did reach out to me on Instagram a long, long time ago, and I found them in my makeup collection. I wanna say these are in the style 504. What I really like about these is that they're very full and flirty. And the glue I do use to apply my lashes, in case you guys were curious, is the Dark Adhesive by House of Lashes. So I just popped on my lashes and I'm super obsessed with these. Jumping back to my face, I'm gonna prime. Today I'm gonna use this guy. This is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I do have mine in the jumbo version in case you guys were curious. And I just really, really like the way it feels on my skin. It's super duper affordable. So if you guys are in the market for a new primer, I definitely recommend trying this one out. Moving on to foundation. The foundation I'm going to use today is this guy. I fell in love with this the last time I used it. It's the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact Solid Super Serum Foundation. So how I'm going to apply it today is I'm going to use the Sigma F60, which is just a flat foundation brush. And I'm going to brush it into the product and then just brush it onto my face. I'm going to start in the very center and then work my way outwards. I'm pretty much just placing the foundation where I want it. Then I'm going to go in with a flat kabuki brush and just blend everything together. Since the foundation is placed exactly where I want it, I'm now going to blend it out. I'm going to use this brush right here. This is also by IT Cosmetics. This is their Heavenly Luxe Flat Top Buffing Foundation Brush. So I'm just going to pop it and just blend. Like I said in my last video, this foundation is super great coverage. It's definitely one of my favorites right now. For concealer today, I am cheating on my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm going to use this guy right here. This is by Makeup Forever. This is one of their little concealers I had just chilling in my drawer, and I decided that I wanted to give it a try. So this is their Invisible Cover Concealer. I'm using the shade Y31, and how I'm going to apply this is I'm actually going to apply it with my finger, and I'm going to start pretty low, and I'm going to work my way upwards. I feel like this is going to work really, really awesome because I'm really melting the product with my finger, so it's really just going to blend like a dream underneath my eyes. I felt like that blended really, really nicely underneath the eyes. I'm going to do it to this side as well. It's not as great as Shape Tape, but it's also not as heavy as Shape Tape either. It's all right. To set underneath my eyes today, I'm going to be going in with the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. And the brush I'm using is this one by Luxie. This is the 181 that they made in collaboration with JD Wadey 180. And I'm just going to pop the brush into the translucent powder, swirl it on the back of the cap because I really don't want that much. And I'm just going to brush it directly underneath my eyes to set that concealer. To finish off the eyes, I'm going to go in with a flat definer brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of this purple shade right here, which is a little bit of kind of like a light lavender purple. And like I said, on a flat definer brush, I'm really just going to brush this on the very inner corner on my lower lash line. Then with an E30 pencil brush by Sigma, I'm just going to really blow out that color. The next color I'm using in the Self-Made palette is this one right here. This one is in the shade Deep Purple. And again, on my flat definer brush by Sigma, I'm going to drag this on my lower lash line, but I'm really going to focus it towards the very outer portion to really deepen up the look. With that big fluffy brush by Luxie, I'm just going to feather this directly underneath my eye to clean up any of that fallout and also blend that lower lash line. And the product I'm using is just this guy. This is the Benefit Hello Flawless Face Powder. To line the inner rim of my waterline, I'm going to be using this pencil. This is the Drama Liquid Pencil by Lancome. It's an extreme long-wearing eyeliner in the shade called Baroque. So like I said, I am going to line the inner rim of my waterline. So I'm just going to take my brush right here, and I'm just going to drag it in the very inner rim. To really just take this look to the next level and kind of add a little bit more light to the inner corner of the eyes, I'm going to go in with this by Sigma. This is one of their Austral glitters. It's a really pretty kind of like shimmery lavender. That's what we're going to call it. To secure the loose glitter by Sigma, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue. I'm going to take a little bit of that glitter glue on a pencil brush, and I'm just going to dust it in the very inner corner of my eye. Then taking that glitter by Sigma, just going to pop it right here. Pretty. To set my entire face, I'm using the Hello Flawless powder by Benefit Cosmetics. I'm in the shade Honey, and I'm just applying it on this IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm just pressing it into my skin. For my contour today, I'm going to be using this Pixie palette that was created in collaboration with Miriam, and I'm just taking that shade right here. I want to say this is Highline, and I'm just going to use this to contour, and I'm also using the Strobe in Sculpt brush that was created with the set. And to bake underneath my contour a little bit, I'm just going to apply a little bit of my translucent powder. Then with a brush, I'm just going to brush off all that powder. For blush today, I'm going to be using this guy. This is MAC's Peaches, and I'm going to apply it on this Morphe brush right here. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this. This is the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. Today, I'm going to be highlighting with the Morphe M510, and I'm just going to pop this on the highest points of my cheekbones. Right there. After applying my highlight, I'm going to spray a little bit of the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist all over. Also going to spray a little bit of the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. It's funny because I always say a little bit, and you guys are like, a little bit, girl, you just took a bath. And I kind of did. and I'm not even mad about it. For lips today, I will be lining my lips with this lip liner by MAC in the shade called Stone. For my lips today, I am torn between these two. They are very, very similar. I will say that the MAC one is a little bit more pigmented than the Jeffree Star one. This one is in Posh Spice, and then this is one of their new retro mattes in the shade Flesh Tone. So I think I'm gonna go just with the retro matte just because I do feel like it's a little bit more pigmented. I don't have to apply as many layers, so and just like that, you guys, that's the end of today's video. What'd you think? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know when you guys watch YouTube videos. I am working really hard on putting together a schedule for you, but obviously I want to upload on days that you guys enjoy watching YouTube videos. So let me know which days you guys typically watch in the comments down below. Also, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know why I said also. I think it's time for me to go. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'll be sure to catch you guys all on the next one. Deuces. So pretty, it's so pretty.